As dawn settled over Lagos, a messenger from Abaddon arrived, riding a battered Okada. "The order has spread to our lands," he warned, falling at Ada's feet. "They control our chiefs, our markets, our children." Ada exchanged a knowing look with Malik. Their battle was far from over. That night, under a flickering street lamp, the riders gathered. "We cannot just defend Lagos," Ada declared. "We must unite all cities." Malik's voice echoed. "Tonight, we ride for Nigeria." The riders thundered across the Lagos, Ibadan Expressway, neon trails blazing behind them. Children on the roadside clapped, chanting, "Okada heroes! Okada heroes!" Ada felt a tear slip down her cheek. For the first time, they were not feared, they were loved. But as they neared the city gates, the earth trembled. Bronze warriors, half machine, half human, rose from the ground. "By the gods," Malik muttered, gripping his glowing Okada handles. The ambush had begun. The riders fought fiercely, spinning through the warriors with wheels of fire. But Ada noticed something terrifying. The warriors' faces were those of villagers, enslaved by the order's curse. "We cannot kill them. We must free them," she shouted. An old woman emerged, carrying a massive talking drum glowing with runes. "Strike this drum, and their spirits will awaken," she cried. Malik leapt forward, striking the drum with his fiery hands. The sound shook Abaddon to its core. The bronze warriors dropped their weapons. Their eyes turned human again. Children ran to embrace them, tears streaming. For the first time, Abaddon was free. But in the crowd, Uche, the rider who once betrayed Ada, appeared, somehow alive. He whispered into Ada's ear, "This is only the beginning. Abuja waits for you." Then he vanished into the shadows. That night, Malik dreamed of Abuja's Aso rock shrouded in bronze chains. He woke up sweating. "Ada, if Abuja falls, all Nigeria falls." The riders knew their next journey. Malik lay restless in a small clay hut outside Abaddon. The battle had ended, but sleep would not come. His body glistened with sweat, his chest rising and falling as if an unseen weight pressed on him. Suddenly, the walls of the hut seemed to dissolve. In his vision, Abuja appeared, not as the bustling capital of Nigeria, but as a shadowed graveyard of silence. Aso Rock itself stood chained in enormous bronze links, each glowing faintly with ancient runes. Ministers and chiefs sat slumped like puppets, their eyes vacant, their lips sealed by bronze masks. Malik stumbled forward in the dream, his feet sinking into ash. From the chains, a whisper slithered, "Come to me, or all will fall." He jolted awake, gasping for air. Ada rushed to his side, grasping his trembling hand. "Malik, what did you see?" she asked. He swallowed hard, his voice cracking. "If Abuja falls, Nigeria dies." The riders gathered at dawn. Their Okadas gleamed faintly under the rising sun as Ada raised her voice. "We ride north. No matter the traps, Abuja must be freed." The convoy roared onto the Lagos, Ibadan Expressway, heading toward the ancient city of Oyo before turning north. They passed through thick forests where birds scattered at their neon lights. Children along the roadside shouted, "Okada heroes," while drummers beat rhythms of courage. But the journey grew harder. The riders entered savanna plains where heat shimmered like spirits dancing in the air. Mirage-like figures appeared, phantoms of ancestors whispering warnings. Malik's aura flared uncontrollably, almost knocking him from his bike. Ada swerved to steady him, yelling, "Stay with us, Malik. The land itself is testing you." After the battle, battered but alive, the riders reached Benin City. They sought shelter at a hidden shrine guarded by an old priestess of the Edo kingdom. The priestess lit a circle of sacred fire, her voice deep with sorrow. "You fight the order, yet you know not its master. He is no man but a spirit, a serpent born from the sins of kings. In Abuja he coils, feeding on leaders' greed." She revealed a bronze mask buried under the shrine, its eyes glowing faintly. "This is his mark. Wherever it appears, his spirit has taken root." Ada lifted the mask with trembling hands. Malik's aura flared angrily, almost cracking it. The priestess warned, "If you fail, not just Abuja, Nigeria itself will vanish into chains." On the road past Okene, Uche struck again, this time from within. One of the riders, Gambo, fell sick, convulsing. His lips frothed white. Ada knelt, her eyes wide. "Poison," she whispered. From the shadows, Uche appeared, smiling coldly. "You thought I'd fight you with spears alone? The order poisons your brothers, one by one." Malik tried to burn the poison with his aura, but it backfired, sending a shockwave that knocked 3 riders from their bikes. Ada dragged Gambo to safety, screaming, "We need a healer, now." But Gambo's pulse was already fading. In a quiet grove near Abuja, the riders buried Gambo. A mound of red earth covered his body, his Okada dismantled and laid beside him as tradition. Ada placed his helmet on the grave. Tears streaked her dust-stained face. "We fight not for glory," she said softly, "but for each other. Tonight, we've lost a brother." The riders sang a sorrowful chant, their voices trembling under the moon. Malik's aura dimmed to almost nothing. For the first time, the invincible spirit child looked broken. He whispered to Ada, "How many more before this ends?" The riders entered Abuja under cover of night. Unlike Lagos or Ibadan, the city was too silent. Streets that once bustled with cars now lay empty. Streetlights flickered weakly. In the distance, Aso Rock glowed faintly bronze. Every window they passed seemed to have shadowed faces peering out, as if the people were too afraid to breathe. A child pointed at them, whispering, "The heroes," before being dragged back by her mother. Ada raised her fist. The riders slowed, engines humming softly. "This is the heart of Nigeria," she whispered, "and it's dying." At dawn, the riders reached the gates of Aso Rock. Their hearts froze. The entire compound was bound in massive bronze chains, each link as tall as a man. Ministers and generals stood in lines, eyes blank, bronze masks fused to their faces. From the sky, bronze serpents slithered down, wrapping around the walls like guardians. The riders' Okadas hummed with anger, neon lights flaring brighter. Ada clenched her fists. This is worse than the dream." The ground quaked. From the chains, a deep hiss filled the air. Bronze mist coiled around Malik. His body jerked violently. "Ada," he screamed. But his eyes turned bronze, his voice echoing with another presence. "I am the true master," the voice thundered. "And now, I wear your greatest weapon." Malik's aura blazed, but it was no longer his own. He attacked the riders, his hands crackling with corrupted fire. Ada barely dodged his strikes, shouting, "Malik, fight it! You're stronger than this." But his eyes were gone. Only the bronze glare remained. Tears blurred Ada's vision as she stood before Malik. The other riders were scattered, broken from his attacks. "You were the one who showed us hope," she shouted, her voice shaking. "I will not let you be their weapon." She tore the spirit drum from her back, striking it hard. The sound rippled like thunder. Malik staggered, clutching his head. Bronze flames flickered. For a moment, his real voice broke through. "Ada, kill me before it's too late." Ada dropped the drum, shaking her head violently. "No, I'll save you or die trying." The spirit drum thundered again. Each strike shattered another chain around Aso Rock. Malik screamed, his body convulsing. Bronze shards flew from his skin, burning holes in the earth. Finally, with one last strike, Malik collapsed to his knees, aura returning to bright neon blue. His eyes cleared, tears streaming. "Ada, you did it." But his voice was weak. The spirit had not left. It had only retreated deeper into Aso Rock. Ada pulled him into her arms, sobbing. "This fight isn't over," Malik whispered. "The serpent is coming." The riders looked up at the sky. The clouds twisted into the shape of a colossal bronze serpent, its roar shaking Abuja itself. The sky split open. The colossal bronze serpent descended over Abuja, its body coiling around Aso Rock like a living chain. Citizens screamed and fled as its roar shook the city. Ada raised her helmet, shouting, "Riders, this is our last stand." Malik's aura flared brighter than ever, but his body shook with weakness. "I can trap it," he said softly, "but I may not survive." Ada's eyes filled with tears. "No, we fight together." Malik smiled faintly. "Then promise me, keep them safe." He sped forward alone, aura exploding as he struck the serpent head-on. When the smoke cleared, the serpent was gone. Aso Rock's chains lay shattered, glimmering like broken glass. The riders stood in silence. Malik's Okada was there, but he was gone. Ada lifted her helmet slowly, whispering, He saved us all. The sun broke over Abuja, painting the sky gold. Citizens emerged from hiding, chanting, Okada riders! Okada riders!